So meridian is the main intermediator from the outer world and the inner world of the human body. So they are the mediator for connect internal and external. So where these diseases get developed, our physiology is maintained by this energy flow of the meridians, and pathology also because of the energy flow of the medicine if there is any disturbance, and we can treat the disease and we prevent the problems through this meridian by choosing the different points in the meridian. So meridians are very important. There are different kind of meridians are there, which is related with the different internal. There are 12 pair of internal organs and extra meridians like conception and governing vessels, and 8 extra meridians also there. So like a stomach, spleen, small intestine, heart, kidney, pericardium, triple wormer, gallbladder, liver, lung meridian, large intestine. So these are the couple of the meridians. First top there is a 2 channels are there, conception and governing vessels. So it runs the center of the line of the human body. It is very important for maintaining the energy circuits in the human. So this is a flow of energy. Once the energy sets flow in the energy pathway smoothly without any disturbance, the optimum health is attained. So energy is formed, everything is fine. So the energy should get flow in the channels very smoothly without any disturbance, any interruptions. So our health is maintained. If any changes up and down, any deficiency or excess will be problem. How it get that energy get travel? It is called energy pathway, and the name is called meridians, where the energy in yoga it is called nadis, where the energy get travel, they interconnect, and to reach the each and every cells of the body after energy produced by the human body. So it get transport and distribute to each and every cells of the body. So a particular pathway is there. It is called meridians, also called energy channels, where the chi gets circulated and create a network to connect the internal organs. It plays the important role in human physiology, pathology, and prevention and treatment of the ailments. So meridian is the main intermediator from the outer world and the inner world of the human body. So they are the mediator for connect internal and external. So where these diseases get developed, our physiology is maintained by this energy flow of the meridians, and pathology also because of the energy flow of the medicine if there is any disturbance, and we can treat the disease and we prevent the problems through this meridian by choosing the different points in the meridian. So meridians are very important. There are different kind of meridians are there, which is related with the different internal organs. So these are the meridians. There are meridians, channels are there. There are 12 pair of internal organs and extra meridians like conception and governing vessels, and 8 extra meridians also there, but it's not mentioned here. So like a stomach, spleen, small intestine, heart, kidney, pericardium, triple wormer, gallbladder, liver, lung meridian, large intestine. So these are the couple of the meridians. Maybe those who know acupuncture, they'll understand easily. So first top there is a 2 channels are there, conception and governing vessels. So it runs the center of the line of the human body. It is very important for maintaining the energy circuits in the human body. So what is energy circuit? I can give you only extra examples. The baby get developed in the mother's uterus. As soon as the baby comes out of the mother's womb, the first breath the baby takes, it communicates the heaven, or you can understand the universal force. The first breath the baby will take and start to cry. Most of the people, why the babies are crying after that, getting out of the birth. Yes, there is a huge philosophical and science is there. So when the baby comes out of the first breath, it will enter into lung. The lung is the one organ will always communicate with the universal force through breathing. The moment the first breath taken care, this energy will open up all the channels, all the energy circuit in the body. At the end, it will come out from your anal canal. So the moment the baby comes out, the first breath, opening all the energy channels and waking up all the cells of the human, because now the baby is going to be independent, not with the mother support. And it will come out the movement of the another canal. The first stool will come from out of the baby, that is called meconium. So once that breath gets started and the meconium comes, you can understand the energy circuit is formed. If the meconium is not comes, then it will be an interruption in the forming the energy circuit in the body. So recently a lot of modern science, they are saying that if the baby is not crying after the getting, out of the uterus, so there will be a lack of developmental issues out there, especially in the brain development. So this is very, very important. This is the meridians which forms the electrical energy circuit in the body. So we treat through the energy circuit. Next, the function of the meridian is, of course, I told you that the meridians are the intermittent, connection between the internal world of the human body and the external things. They are the mediator for all, for maintaining good health, and even developing the reason for developing the disease also. At the same, it's for treatment also. So main function is it transport the energy and blood, regulating yin and yang. So there is a yin yang. So the energy channels not only transporting the chi and blood, and it regulates the two kind of energy, yin energy as well as yang energy. Both we need for normal physiology. I'll come to you later. Just you understand that in. So resisting the pathogens and reflecting the symptoms and signs. It protects from the pathogens from the outer world, and also if anything not, body not able to eliminate these pathogens, so it creates the imbalance in the body. The symptoms and signs also, it is developed through the meridians, and it transforming the needling sensation. It is very important, and regulating the deficiency and excess conditions. So when we choose the different specific points in the particular meridians, the moment we prick the needle in the points, it transforms the sensation. We used to call this arrival of energy. The moment pricks in the particular point, the energy need to derive that particular point. From there, certain frequency of energy flow will transport towards the particular meridian, which is later with the particular organs. So it completely regulates the whole meridians and system and organ of the human body to support the energy flow. And if there is excess because of choosing the different point, it reduces that energy flow. If it is deficiency, we promote the energy flow. So meridians are very, very important in acupuncture treatment as well as prevent the diseases also. Okay, so what is acupuncture and how it works, and what is the energy, how it gets forms, how it gets transported or utilized by the body, and what are the importance of the energy, and what are the function of the meridians, all we briefly explained you. So now we'll come to the disease part. So till now everything is fine, balanced, our health is maintained. So what point we get the imbalance? So I told you that is there any disturbance in the energy flow, either excess or deficiency or get stagnate, problem will come, disease will come, or imbalance will create in the body. That will lead to the lot of different ailments related with the particular organs. And if it is involved in the particular meridian. Example, if it is involved with the lung meridian, then maybe it will disturbance in the illness related with the lung organ. So what would be the cause for the? It is very interesting. Cause for the disturbance in the energy flow. There are multiple causes are there. So very few things I will explain you. There are basically two types of causes. One is internal. Internal means it develops in our body itself. Yes. Generally we don't aware about that. Emotions is very, very important. We all think about that for diseases. We think different multiple reasons, like all about bacteria, viruses and all things. But when you think very basically, we never aware about that. We never concentrate about all those things. These emotions are very, 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 very important. There are basic emotions are there: joy, anger, worry, grief, fear, and fright. So joy, it will, yes, definitely it will develop your overjoy. When you suddenly feel more happiness, it will disturb or your complete energy flow, particularly in the heart meridians. Anger, that anger, yes, generally people used to say anger kills the wisdom, and if you are full of wisdom, wisdom kills the anger. So anger is generally overcome every day-to-day life of the human. This is directly related with the liver organs. When you have unnecessary irritations, anger, melancholy, this all will disturb the energy flow in particularly the liver meridians. So it will develop the liver related organs. You can remember and recall about your all the incidents when you get excess of anger, maybe develops headaches, all those things. Worry is, is one of the emotions. People like overthink, keep on thinking about in a very simple matter, continuously thinking about in his mind and keep on thinking and non-stop without any maybe some reason also. So it will also disturb the your spleen energy particularly. So it will lead to all your digestive issues like irritable bowel syndromes, indigestion, bloating, acidity, all those issues. Grief is related with your lung meridian. When you have continuous or prolonged grief, someone if you're very close relations, if they passed away, you will be in a severe grief. The moment you might have observed, grief will consume all your lung energy. You don't feel to speak. You feel very light. Very drained out. If anybody asks you how are you can't be able to respond because of grief, energy will get exhausted. So you don't like to speak. So as a grief will make disturbance in the energy flow. Fear and fright, that fear is very close to the kidney energy. Those who have fear, fright unnecessarily, even in small matters, it disturbs the kidney energy flow. Once the kidney energy flows get disturbed, the kidney related problems will come. So we correlate, we understand fear also will disturb the energy. The few factors which we never aware about that reason for problems. We think in complicated other things, but we never aware about the emotional status. Very, very important. You always be aware. And like poor lifestyle, improper diet and overstrain, lack of physical activity, all will disturb the production and transport the energy flow and utilization. So lifestyle is very, very important. Poor sleep is very important. Sleep is very, very important because the sleep is the natural mechanism. The sleep is God's gift, or we can say nature's gift, to regenerate and regrowth of the renewal of the human cells of the body. Sleep is very important. If you not get sleep, your mind will get disturbed. So anxiety, depression will be developed. Sleep is very important. Give importance for sleep in day-to-day life. No compromise, no sleep. External. There is an internal factor I told you. There is an external factor. It's very, very important. There is the wind, cold and summer heat, dampness and dryness, heat and mild heat and heat. These are the external factors which can disturb the block or obstruct the energy channels to prevent the free flow of, stop the free flow of energy in the particular meridians. In that, I can say the wind, about wind. Wind we used to call is the king of pathogen, the very, very dangerous pathogen from the external factor. So wind is everywhere. You breathe, surrounding all the, for us, wind is omnipresent like energy. Even the human body also develop if it doesn't have a proper digestion. So body will start to create the wind and internal bloating and even flatulence will develop. And from the external, if you inverting the wind or forceful wind or below the fan or direct wind into the AC, this all will disturb obstruct the energy meridians and will create the disturbance in the energy flow. So because it's a king of, why it is called a king of pathogen? Because wind is everywhere. There is one place in the human body, there is no wind, where it is. Wind is everywhere. Air can enter all the places. Air can enter, water can enter all the places, all the space. There is no place like there is no wind. The one place is there in the human body, there is no air, no wind. It is spinal cord. Fine. So cold also, it will obstruct, constrict the meridians. It will affect the energy flow, summer heat, dampness and dryness and mild heat and heat. So these are the causative factors for influence in the disturbance of energy flow. Yes. Okay, how we can identify the disturbance of energy? So what are the things I'm going to share with you? It is very, very basic things for preventing your health. Preventing is better than cure. Instead of developing the illness, these are the very basic things when your energy levels are get disturbed. Some signs and symptoms, you will feel that. So this is very, I think is a very important point. Slide for identify how to identify and locate the energy obstructions. So this is the sensation might develop as a persistent thought and inability to move forward. Like the first thing, when you have a lack of energy or any severe obstruction of your energy, the first thing you will feel, not to move or not to walk or not to get up. You will feel more lethargy and sit in one particular place and keep on. You always want to be in a lying down. Whenever you feel these symptoms, just to understand your vitality, your quantity of energy is vital force is getting low. Next, lack of desire or inspiration. Very basic. We never aware about that. You don't like try to for doing something or thinking something or watching something you never like. So it is a lack of desire or inspiration. If anybody come and talk to you, certain things, you won't react or you don't get inspired from others. So when you feel this, just to understand your energies are completely low. Next, feeling of being imprisoned. People used to feel that loneliness, always feeling that getting in closed rooms, isolated. When you start to feel mentally, just understand that your lack of energy is there in repetitive patterns and behavior. So it will make, when you are in presence, your thinking pattern will change, your behavior pattern will get changed. This is what happening when, with a lot of mental related issue people. So your thinking capacity and your behavior pattern, everything will change when you don't have enough energy to cope up with the balance. And emotionally drained, you will get completely emotionally, you will get drained. In the sense, you will not respond to any kind of, if you feel happy, you will say yes. You don't, that joys and that full of joy will not be there. You will always be in a sedentary mood, dull kind of things. When you are emotionally imbalanced or drained out, you can understand you have not enough energy for your health and the channels. Lethargy or emotionally numb. Lethargy, as when you have lack of energy, you will feel body pain and lethargy, not to do anything. After the sleep, we feel very tired to wake up. People used to sleep, putting alarm and everything. If they kept for alarm for 5 o'clock, alarm they'll go for 5 minutes. When you do like that, then you understand you have lack of energy and lack of sleep, and there is lack of detox in the body during the night time. So your body will become lethargy. When you feel lethargy, just you understand, because lethargy is the very important sign for multiple diseases. So be careful about the lethargy and the unable to access their normal sense or bigger sense for the life. They're not able to sense their vigor and vitality. They always be in a low in mood, low in activity, low in communication, so and so. Problems will develop. So all this indicates the general sense of separation of oneself. So when you feel all the symptoms like lack of desire, inspiration, feeling of impressed and emotionally drained, understand that you are going to be detached or separation from the one self and the other self. You're not going to socially, you won't communicate. You'll be isolated, you'll get depressed, and you'll get the anxiety and depression issues. So very careful. When you feel all the signs or symptoms, you can think about your energy to replace it, as well as sense of dissatisfaction, discontented. Yes, when you have a lack of energy, you don't feel any satisfaction, even food, even sleep, even talking to someone. At any aspect, you don't never get dissatisfactions. Satisfactions.